Spurs fans, we all knew that Victor Wembanyama was a cheat code. Dylan Harper, he's got a little of that economy code too. What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. We are 3-0, and excitement is at a fever pitch for our San Antonio Spurs. And I want to talk about some of the stuff that's been happening. It's just 3 games, I know, but it is exciting on levels I've never seen before. Let's get into this article from Clutch Points that I thought made some good points about what's been happening with our Spurs, but also some interesting typos that I thought I'd correct as we're reading along. Let's get into it. San Antonio Spurs rookie Dylan Harper made NBA history in Sunday's 118-107 win against the Brooklyn Nets. Harper became the youngest guard. Don't forget, Dylan is only 19 years old. The youngest guard to ever record at least 20-plus points, 5-plus rebounds, 5-plus assists, and 0 turnovers. 0! None. Fantastic. Moving right along. Harper led the second unit with 20 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals against the Nets. It says against the Spurs if you don't see it. We played the Nets. He didn't do it against themselves. He also finished with an insane plus 33 player rating in 29 minutes off the bench. Let's not forget our other cheat code, though. Victor Wembanyama notched a double-double, 31 points, 14 rebounds with 6 blocks, 4 assists, 3 steals. Meanwhile, big body Keldon Johnson dropped 19, 7 rebounds, and Devin Vassell added 16. All right, that's enough of Clutch Points. I can't take any more typos. Let's talk about what's going on. Wemby is playing at a MVP level for sure. In the 3 games, over 33 points, over 13 rebounds, over 1.5 steals, and an insane 6 blocks per game. That is a video game stat line. And for anybody that's curious, I looked it up. Mark Eaton, former from the Utah Jazz, rest in peace, holds the blocks record with 456 blocks in a season, playing all 82 games and averaging a ridiculous 5.6 blocks per game. Do I think Wemby can beat that? Do you think Wemby can beat that? Honestly, I don't. 1, he's got to play 82 games, and 2, I think eventually people are going to get smart enough to not challenge him at the rim. We see these doofuses going in there and getting blocked by Wemby, and then they turn around, and I guess they're magically expecting him to just disappear, evaporate, I don't know, but they take another shot, and he get blocked again. You would think you'd see less of that over the season, so 5.6 blocks is an insane pace. But can Wemby average at least 4? Absolutely. Could he average 5? Maybe. And then, the man of the hour, too sweet, not sour, Dylan, you son of a Ron Harper. I gotta say, Spurs fans, when we drafted him, I was like, I don't know, maybe we need position more over talent. I am starting to believe this is our point guard of the future. To see a 19-year-old player play so well when it matters the most. In crunch time, the 4th quarter, your team needs you. And against the Nets, he had 7 points in the 4th quarter, plus a rebound, plus an assist. Against the Pelicans, when the Spurs were stalling, he had 9 points and 3 rebounds. To watch him just take over in the 4th quarter when the team needs him has been an absolute treat. And again, he's only 19. This is the worst version of Dylan Harper we're going to see. Once he develops his 3-point shot and continues to get better, who knows what his ceiling is. And we have other good things happening too. Keldon Johnson, a man that everybody's wanted gone the last couple, not everybody, but on this channel, we've had a zillion comments, trade Keldon in the last couple years. Wow. I don't know what changed in the offseason for Keldon. We saw it in the preseason, and it has carried over into the regular season. He is playing his most efficient basketball of his career, and he is playing like the 6th man of the year that this team needs. Scoring extremely efficiently. Not a complete turnstile in defense. He's not going to be defensive player of the year, but certainly seems he's playing better defense than he has. And then Devin's playing well as too. Starting to fit into his role, playing some better defense, scoring, hitting some big 3-pointers. I like what I'm seeing out of almost everybody. But to every yin, there's a yang. To every heads, there's a tails. And we do have some players struggling. And while I love being as optimistic as possible, we have to address some of the issues with the team. Castle and Barnes are off to a rough start. Harrison Barnes was struggling in preseason, and a lot of you said, TSR, don't worry about it. He's a vet. He'll bounce out of it, and he will. eventually, hopefully, because right now he just looks not good. And I've never liked having him start at the 4. Starting at the 3, sure, but at least I think he's undersized at the 4, and he's not a stout defender. He's not a great rebounder. So right now he is a bit of a weak link in the starting lineup. And Castle, I don't know what's up with him. I don't think point Castle is just not the answer, maybe. Point Sochan didn't work a couple years ago. They're running Steph at the point, and yeah, that just might not be his thing. I know he said he wants to be a point guard when he was drafted, but he might be more set as a wing. I think his issues will get course corrected when De'Aaron Fox comes back. Right now, it's tough to see him struggle, not only with the turnovers, and really bad turnovers where he's launching it over his teammates' heads, but really struggling at the free throw line as well, which we did see in the preseason. That has carried over. Another thing that's unfortunate for our team right now is injuries. Luke Cornett sprained his ankle, and Bismack Biyombo ain't it. And going into tonight's game against the Raptors, which is a back-to-back, we are down Cornett. As far as I know, Fox and Sochan ain't coming back. Olin is not ready. Waters isn't ready. And to have 5 guys at it, a third of your roster dinged up, that's not good. But the silver lining is we're going to get healthy soon. And when we get healthy, watch out. Watch out. One thing I want to address, because I'm sure we might see a comment here or there, maybe here on the Twitters, is I will not be shocked if we see the trade. Actually, my boss called me this morning and briefly talked about the Spurs, and he said, so you guys going to trade De'Aaron Fox? And I was like, I love what I'm seeing out of Dylan Harper, but come on. And I get that the 3-guard thing is something that a lot of folks, analysis fans, have said. How is it going to work with Harper, Fox, and Castle? I still see the starting lineup having Fox and Castle in it, and having Harper be the absolute spark plug with Keldon Johnson off the bench. But it does raise the question, a year from now or 2 years from now, if Harper is that guy, and if he's as good as Fox, or, in a perfect scenario, better, then I do suppose that makes De'Aaron Fox expendable. But I don't even want to contemplate that because we haven't seen a healthy De'Aaron Fox with this version of Wemby. I want to see just how good they can be together. Maybe they'll be so good that we'll just run that 3-guard rotation to infinity and beyond. That being said, guys, we're 3-0. And there has never, ever been this much excitement on this channel for our Spurs. And I want to thank you for we're having the best streams ever for this channel. The excitement is up there. We're sending record thumbs up. Of course, we're still doing the giveaways. We'll do those randomly throughout the season. And it's been, I can't wait till we're healthy. And I truly am enjoying sharing this ride with you because for those that don't know, I'll repeat it at the end of the video. This is our 7th year of calling the Spurs, and the Spurs have only been a losing team. And now to just feel the excitement with you guys, to see us winning and share that with you is obviously been a goal for a while. And I do believe we're going to get to share some playoff games together later this year. I think we're going to surprise some people. And with Wemby being Wemby, I mean, this next level Shaolin Monk Ninja level Wemby is off the charts, and there's no reason to think he can't keep it going for the year. Maybe not 30, 13, and 6. That's a bit steep, but maybe 28 points per game, 12 boards, and 4.5 blocks. I think that's reasonable, right? And those are still MVP numbers for sure. He's going to be top 3 MVP when it's all said and done. Maybe he'll be the MVP in the league when it's all said and done. Who knows? Defensive Player of the Year, lock it up. It's his. As long as he played in 65 games, there's nobody that can do what he does defensively on the court. He's just incredible. So that's all I got. Hope to see you in the chat tonight for the Spurs and Raptors. We'll be starting at 7:45 p.m. Eastern. That should be a fun one. And can we make it 4-0 against not 1, but 2 former San Antonio Spurs, Jakob Poeltl and Sandro Mamukelashvili? That should be a lot of fun to see two former Spurs going at it with our guys. So hope to see you in the chat tonight. Drop a comment down below your thoughts about the start of the season. Dylan Harper. Did you know he was this good? Or did you expect this out of him in the fourth quarter especially? Or were you like me, like, I knew he was going to be good, but damn, this good? I like it. Hit the thumbs up, like, support the channel, subscribe, become part of our awesome Spurs community. I thank you, and as always, go Spurs go.